So, Alex Garland's Civil War. I just got out of a advanced screening for it, and I love. Let me tell you up front, I love Alex Garland. My first exposure was The Beach with DiCaprio. So The Beach, I bought the book, read the book. 28 Days Later, Sunshine, Ex Machina, Annihilation, Men. I love his work. It's a shame that Civil War apparently is going to be the final film, director-wise, from Alex Garland, which is a fucking tragedy. I don't understand, Alex. I don't understand. I wish... I mean, personally, I feel that Alex will be directing again in the future, but maybe I'm dead wrong. Maybe I'm dead wrong. I come on, Alex, you gotta direct some more. But he did say he'll, continue screenwriting, but hopefully he directs again. Anyways, Civil War, it's incredible. I love Alex, but this is the most nervous that I've ever been for Alex Garland film. And honestly, I felt that Men, it was harder to follow than this movie. This movie is incredible. Right now, I'm stuck between a 9 or a 10 out of 10 for this movie, Civil War. We'll find out what the true rating is on a rewatch or rewatches. But man, the trailers, they were compelling, but they made me so nervous because I was just, where's the sci-fi? The fact that he made this movie without sci-fi is insane. I mean, this movie, it's a great Black Mirror Twilight Zone episode that is hyper realistic. It's so tense. It's like feverish at times. The narrative is so propulsive. It's so fast paced. I have no sense of what the runtime was because I was in a chokehold. The suspense is so great. It's such a intense movie. It's such a expertly shot and edited film. There's a real rhythm between the imagery and the sound effects. The soundtrack is amazing, and the score, it was solid. But I need to. This is the thing. Most of the movie is quiet or silent. For example, when Jesse Plemons shows up, he is so terrifying. This movie, what the fuck? I'm so confused as to whom this movie is intended for. I mean, this movie, it's insane. It feels as if a what if scenario film dropped straight out of the 60s or the 70s, some cult classic, something like that. The acting is incredible. The standouts are Wagner, Cailee, Kirsten Dunst. the main characters are, I mean, the whole movie is just you following these war journalists through a dystopian America that's being ravaged, that's being engulfed by a second American Civil War. And they're trying to get to Washington, D.C. So the movie, it's a ticking clock to getting to Washington, D.C., to getting to the president. Man, this movie is uncommonly haunting and eerie, and it's apolitical, and it most definitely is an anti-war film. But it's just so ambitious, and it's so dense in its execution. I just don't know. First off, the ending of this movie, if there's a more polarizing ending, I would love to see it. Man, this is a traumatizing, just completely fucked, I guess, warning for the thing that's creepy is that this movie, it feels so plausible. In the near future, this movie, it doesn't feel entirely impossible, you know? Again, I'm stuck between a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but the movie, it's one of those. I just need to rewatch it because it's I mean, a first viewing, it's so polarizing. It's so electrifying. It's so unbelievably tense, and it just feels like a 2-hour panic attack or something. The ending of this movie is so completely nuts. I cannot believe that this movie exists. I mean, it kind of reminds me of when I saw Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange for the first time. Because, I mean, when I first saw that movie, I was just, what's the point? why would you even think of making this? I'm not sure if I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if this is entertainment. What's the point, you know? And A Clockwork Orange, now, I saw it really young, but now it's one of my top favorite movies ever. And I have a sinking feeling, the more I sit on this movie, the more that I'm gonna love it, because it's insane how quickly and how attached I got to these characters, how much I cared for whether if these characters were going through pain or possible death. There's some imagery in this movie. It's incredible filmmaking, but uncommonly startling, and I need to sit with it some more. It legitimately freaked me the fuck out.